Standard 10 English. Today we are going to start with the first unit in English, Prose, his first flight. This lesson mainly deals with a young seagull, how it tries to develop its courage and determination for it to fly. So let's see the author. Let us know about the author. Lamb O'Farrell. He was an Irish novelist and a short story writer. He was a founding member of the Communist Party of Ireland. He was an Irish speaker because he was born in Ireland, so he was an Irish speaker. He wrote almost exclusively in English. Exclusively means mainly in English, except for a small number of short stories which he wrote in his Irish land, that is his mother tongue. He spent most of his time in traveling and he lived comfortably and quietly outside the spotlight. So here spotlight means he didn't want to become very famous, so he was like a backstage person. Now let us see the introduction to the lesson. The story of this lesson is First Flight. Is based on a young seagull who is afraid to fly because he feels that his wings will not support him to fly. But all his siblings could fly fearlessly despite they had short wings, but they were able to fly the previous day itself. On the other hand, the young seagull couldn't develop the courage to trust his wings. Now coming to the lesson. A young seagull was alone on the ledge. So here the ledge means a rock which is protruding towards the sea. His two brothers and sister, that is his siblings, he had two brothers and a sister, had already flown away. He tried to fly, he became afraid. So he was so afraid seeing the depth of the sea. His parents tried many times to make him fly. So they started encouraging him to fly. He would not make an attempt and he ran back to the hole. That is, there was a small hole in the ledge. He ran back to the hole and he went and slept there. So now being the daytime, the sun was very hot and he felt the heat and he became hungry because they left him alone there on the ledge. They made him to starve so that he will develop that confidence in him so that he can fly and he can go search for his food. So he became hungry, but there was not a single piece of food. So he gnawed. Gnawed means to bite or to chew. What did he chew? The dried eggshells from which he was hatched. So the eggshell from which he was hatched, he started biting on those eggshells. He tried to reach his parents. He could not reach them without flying. So he's trying to reach them, but he didn't want to fly. So he couldn't reach his parents. He went back to the edge of the ledge and tried to sleep. Tried means he was pretending as if he was sleeping. He saw his two brothers and sister sleeping on the ledge. His father was preening. Preening means cleaning his feathers with his beak. They took no notice of him. So who is they? His brothers, sister, father and mother. His mother was tearing a piece of fish. The sight of food. So seeing this, the young seagull became mad because he was so hungry. He cried at her and she shouted back at him mockingly. So the young seagull was so hungry, he started calling his mother, crying and calling his mother, give me some food, I want to eat. But what did the mother do? Started shouting back at him. His mother picked up a piece of fish. When he leaned out eagerly, she halted. Who's that? The young seagull tried to lean so that he could catch the fish which his mother was bringing towards him. He wondered why she did not come near him. So, maddened by hunger, he dived to get the fish. So, he was so hungry, he did not know what to do. So, he is trying to dive to get the fish. He fell into space. So, that is the time where he started flapping his wings. And that time he fell into space. His mother flew upwards. So, since the mother was flying upwards, what will the baby seagull do? That will also try to fly upwards. Fear gripped him. Then also he had the fear within him. It lasted for a moment. Then he flapped his wings and began to soar. Meaning he started flying high. He flew against the wind. So the wind was blowing, in the beach side and all, the wind will be very strong. So he flew against the wind. The seagull saw the blue sea below and was happy. So he's thinking, I was so frightened seeing the sea below the ledge, but now I am happy to see that I am flying above it. His parents and siblings, that is his two brothers and sister, were happy too. He dropped his legs to stand on the ocean and began to float on it. His family was around praising him, means trying to encourage him. Fly, fly, flap your wings and try to fly higher, praising and encouraging him. And they offered him pieces of dogfish. Dogfish is a type of a fish known as a shark fish. Since he was so hungry, that is why it made him to fly. So everyone is trying to offer him pieces of dogfish. So from this lesson, what do we come to understand? That every journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step of courage and self-confidence. So we need that self-confidence within us that we can achieve, we can do, we can overcome our fear. But that single step is the most difficult one to take. We need to conquer our fear and venture forth, means move forward. And one should always inculcate. Inculcate means to develop the spirit of never give up attitude. So we should never give up. We should always try. Even though we fail in anything, we should always try to attain the success. So we are born with wings. What do you mean here? We are born means the seagull is thinking about himself that we are born with wings. Now let us see some words. Preening. So here you have the word preening. You can see here you can see the bird how it is preening its feathers. Okay, that is known as preening. That is the word we use for the bird cleaning its feather is known as preening. Next we have the picture of cackle. Here the word cackle means a short sound which breaks up. It is not a continuous sound. It is a short sound. have learnt and seen the picture of the meaning of preening and the sound of cackle, the young seagull cackle. That is, it's crying because it is so hungry and no one is there to support it to fly. But the parents are trying to encourage it to fly. But because of its fear, it's not able to fly. So it's making the sound which is known as cackle. Now let us see the next word. That is trot. Now let us see how the young seagull trots. So as it was standing on the ledge, it was walking up and down. So making short steps, quick short steps, walking up and down, seeing its brothers and sister on the other side of the ledge eating. And also its father and mother also on the other side, and it's walking up and down, trying to draw their attention. The next word is shrilly. So shrilly is producing a high-pitched and piercing sound. A high-pitched and piercing sound is known as shrilly. The next one is ever. The young seagull's brother has caught his first herring. So he is trying to swallow the fish as fast as possible before anyone could come and eat it. That is what it looks like. It's trying to swallow the fish as fast as possible. So that is known as ever. So now 3 words in this: trot, shrilly and ever. So now what do we understand from this lesson as a moral? Courage brings victory. C stands for courage, as you have seen this. O is the being optimistic, that is to think differently. Next is U, understand and develop our talents. So we have to understand ourselves and try to develop our talents. Next is R is respect. Respect whoever he or she may be. Give them respect. Next is ambition, your dreams. So transform your dreams into action. G is growth, means in our thinking, growth in our thinking and in whatever we do. And E is empowerment, sacrificing ourselves today for a better tomorrow. I hope you would have all understood this lesson. Go through the lessons in your textbook. Read the full lesson thoroughly and you will understand it better. Thank you, children.